what I wanted to talk about is the challenge of changing in a digital world. We all here have come through multiple phases where there was the laptop, there has been the mobile, then there was these apps, the cloud, and now AI. It's very difficult at times to keep pace of all of these changes. It becomes very challenging for corporates and startups alike because you have challenges with your budget, you need to upskill everyone, all of these resources. It's really difficult to catch up. It becomes quite overwhelming of what you're going to do, what you're going to select. But what is really key to understand, to be able to drive this change, we need to embrace it. We really need to think about having a culture of experimentation and embracing innovation, and having teams who are willing and capable of learning and keep up with the pace of change. This, as it is a challenge for most, actually for startups, this is a great opportunity, right? Because startups, you do not have any legacy systems or very few legacy systems. You're going to be able to actually change the ways of working that you have into what the customers want. Because the customer's expectations currently, as you know, we expect more as a customer. We expect a seamlessly experience right now, right? When you order something, you want it to be delivered instantly. So it means that as a startup, you can create new business models that can disrupt the industry. You can create new ways of working, and this could actually be your golden ticket to do things here, right? So having this thing in mind, it's really important for a startup to think about how to embrace change. If we move to topic number 2.
Transformative power of AI.
When we're talking about the transformative power of AI, we know that AI is really, how can I say, it's not just cutting edge, and it's not new technology, but I think now with all of this data that we've been collecting for many years and the cloud, it's very clear that now with the amalgamation of this data, we can create something new. Do you imagine that we can automate 90% of our work tasks or gain 80% of productivity gains? This is exactly what AI can do for all of us here, if well added. I want to give you an example of something that I've done in my past experiences, maybe over 10 years ago right now, because I've been using these technologies for a while. I had a challenge where I had a team of multiple campaign managers, and they had to create various audiences to be able to speak to our customers and sell our products globally. And the issue, or the challenge was that every single campaign manager would create their audiences according to their knowledge of the products, which is very common. Although I want to give the best audience to every single of my team members to be able to speak to the customers, to sell to the customers in the right way with the right products. So the challenge was this: how can I actually create the best segment for everyone and streamline my processes? So working with the data science team, we created what I call a product graph, which actually gives the best audiences according to products. And this was then linked into a CRM system, and that segmentation part was done automatically. This freed up the time of my team to do other tasks, more strategic tasks, focusing some of those key strengths that they have, as well as giving economical gains, right? In terms of conversion rates, these increase conversions by double digits. A simple use case to be added in. So when we're looking into these powerful ideas and what AI can do for us, I'll give you another example. There is this startup in the US called Fuda. Fuda is a company that came out of a struggle, right? They found a solution. They were in a building somewhere in the US in a remote area, and there was no cafeterias around. So people for lunchtime, which all of us need to have our lunch, were actually struggling. What I'm going to do for lunch, what I'm going to order, and then I have an hour, then I don't have enough time, or if I bring food from home, all of these things. So the idea came out of this struggle, and the proposition was they start bringing restaurants to their workplace. These restaurants would come in, would be Mexican, Vietnamese, Italian, multiple types of food. And what they've done, they matched the restaurants with the people through an AI system so that it would understand that on Monday, most likely people want an Italian. On Tuesday, one French. So they managed to do the whole restaurant and food allocation using machine learning and predicting what people want to eat. And this idea now became a big startup company, and they not only serve now multiple offices throughout the USA, but they actually now go to residential areas. So here in Vietnam, we have Master Eyes, we have Lumia, we have multiple places where now you can bring in the restaurant to your area and you can do this, right? And there's other cases. We know that Tesla, for example, can produce a new car in less than 40 seconds. Manufacturing, less than 40 seconds. But this is Tesla's been in the game for a while, and EVs is actually, when it comes to AI, they very advanced the electronic vehicles. But there is a new player in the game. Most of us know Xiaomi here, right? Who knows Xiaomi, the mobile company? Hands up? All right. So Xiaomi now, funny enough, have now entered the electronic vehicles, and they're able to build a car in 76 seconds, right? So this is a player from a mobile realm who uses AI and robotics optimization and now can do a car in 76 seconds. So this is the transformative power of AI. But how can you do this for your companies, right? So let me tell you a few little tips that you can add. First, understand the friction points that you have within your workflow, within internally, right? But also within your customers. What are some of these challenges? Some areas. Identify 1 to 3 areas. Understand them in and out. Once you understand them, think about a solution. This solution shouldn't be technological based. It's not about technology here. It's about utilizing the technology as an enabler for a business solution. So think about it. Don't think of, oh, now I need this cloud solution. I need this AI tool. Do not solutionize it that way. Really think about it, you understand the issue, and try to come with a human-centric approach. Define that use case, test it really carefully, and once you get that formula working, then you can scale it up. Once you scale it up, you understand that framework, you can take to other parts of the business. So this is the challenge that we have here today, and this is the power that AI can bring to your businesses, right? So we have to be very open-minded, understand it. I will not talk about compliance, all these risks, because I'm sure everybody is aware of it, right? And AI is what you feed it as well. So it's really important to talk about this. So now if we move to topic number 3.
Future trend and the role of leadership.
Okay, so we're talking about the future of trends and the role of leadership. Myself, personally, when it comes to future trends, I think about generative AI, which is actually very innovative, and it's really changing a lot of things that we are doing. Although I would like to focus maybe on 4 personal trends that I see that will drive a lot of value for all of us here, either from a personal level or from a business level. We have AI agents, right? All those agents, those assistants, which are now being created, will be able to be our companions. Each one of us here has a mobile phone in their pocket, in their hands today. These agents will be your co-workers. Take it to work to do certain tasks, being in writing, being a code review. Those agents will come in very strongly within the next 1 to 2 years. Already are in place, but the adoption will be that. If you think about those agents now, we are moving into a phase where AI systems are not just on the cloud. So a lot of mobile phones are bringing AIs on device. Linking this to the agents will be very powerful. And if we think about, I've already talked about the Teslas, the Xiaomi, the combination of AI and robotics is something that is very powerful, that we'll be seeing it in many industries in the next couple of years. Then we got the IoT, right? The Internet of Things, that you having a connected home, a connected car, everything will be connected. And all of these three topics combined with quantum computing is going to take us to a completely new realm. And each one of us needs to be ready for it. And this is where I would like to talk about what leaders should do, right? What is the impact of a leader in this change that it's inevitable for us to stop? We need to embrace it. A leader in this situation needs to be an inspiring persona who comes up with a vision and share this vision with the entire team, but be willing as well to receive that vision or ideas from the entire team, and creating this collective group of collaboration and innovation. Why do I say this? We know that some companies have banned AI because of the constraints of legal, fear of using, of not knowing the technology. But your team members are actually using AI on a personal basis. So we need to bring that collective into our companies. And this is the responsibility as leaders, to be able to create that unity. Being able to create an experimentation concept in the team that you are willing to take risk. Not being risk averse, but actually be willing to fail and learn along the way. And send a clear message to the teams that we are not talking about technology. We are talking about a way of working that is new, and how do we enable technology to bring value to our teams, which will bring value to our customers, and at the end, we aim that will bring value to our profit line. So that's what I would like to share with you today. I'll be around. Let's have a conversation. Thank you very much.